have always wanted to solve a Rubik's Cube, and I finally just buckled down and learned all the sequences of moves, because that's all it is. You just need to know how to do a certain sequence of moves at certain times, depending on which pieces you're solving for. And you can do this. It is not difficult. It's learning little sequences like this, or like this, and that's it. Watch through to the end. I'm going to go through in order and leave timestamps for each of the sections that you solve them in the order that I learned how to solve it. I taught this to my 6-year-old, so I promise you can do this. And in fact, I'll leave a link so that you can watch the video where I filmed me and my 6-year-old both doing this. He beat me. He still holds the household record for speed solving one of these using the sequence of moves that I'm about to teach you. Let's go. Let's find one side we want to solve for first. The way I'm going to do it, this is the way I learned, is we solve one layer at a time. So this layer, then this layer, then this layer. And we'll just use some sequences that I've learned and are quite easy once you get it down. So we want to solve the white layer first. We want to solve the very first thing is get the white cross. So I want this white, this white, this white, and this white. And as you can see, here's one of them, but it's not on the right side. So if you'll notice, all these middle points, I mean, they can't move. This is the red side, this is the green side, this is the white side, so forth and so on. So we need to match up, boom, this with the orange side. So now I need to do that for all of them. And the way to do that, that one was in place, so we'll leave it there. But the way to do that is to get the white piece on the bottom from where it goes. So that's on the bottom, and it needs to go here. And we're going to get it there by doing this. I'm going to rotate this till it's in line, dink, with the blue side, which matches up. And look, now we just rotate it up like that. That's the easiest way to do it. You're going to run into this though. This guy right here, well, there's the white piece, but it's on this side. I need it to be on the bottom. So when that happens, make sure you don't get these out of place. But when that happens, you're going to rotate it so that the white piece is on the side. And now if I rotate it down, the white piece is on the bottom. I didn't mess up these guys. And now I can just rotate this so that it matches with the green side. Rotate it up like this, and now we need just one more. Where is it? Where is it? Boom, he's right here. This is going to be a good opportunity because I've got to put this on the bottom to get it in place without messing these up, but there's really no way to not mess those up. So look, I'm going to put red, white on the bottom like this. And then in order to get this piece back where it goes before I mess with the red piece, I'm just going to slide this over here. So that's our red piece. Then I'm going to slide this green side back up there. So that's back in place. And now check it out. Red matches red, and we're back in business. We've solved for the first white cross. Now you can do that with any color. You could have started it with red, yellow, whatever. You do the same technique to solve for the cross. Now I'm going to flip it so that the cross is on the bottom, and we're going to solve for the corners. We're going to do this by doing what we call the right hand or the left hand move. These we're going to do a lot, and I'll show you what we do. So first, let's find a corner. This is the red, green, white corner. So we got white, red, green, so it's going to go right here. So let's slide it so that it is above where we want it. Do you agree that this needs to go right here and the white piece needs to be facing down? So here's a secret. We can do either the right or left hand move, and I'll show you how to do both of them. But when we have the white piece facing to the left side here and we want it to be there, we're going to do the left hand move. The left hand move is you face it to the left, left up, top to the right, left down, top back to the right. And check it out. It went into place. Let me show you the right hand move. This is going to be the white, orange, blue. So let's move it right here. White, orange, blue. So it needs to go down here. Now we just showed you that if we do the left hand move, that's going to go into place in one turn. But let's prove that we can do the same thing in the right hand move by doing that reverse. Right up, top to the right, right down, top to the left. So it's in place, but it's in the wrong orientation. If you do that sequence again, right up, top to the right, right down, top back to the left. Now it's back up here and it's been rotated. So instead of the white being right here, it's now on top. If we do it again, it's going to rotate it back to this side. I'll do it a little bit faster so that you can see that. Now we're down here and the white is facing this way. We'll do it once more. And the white is now facing this way. And now if we do it once more, once the white is facing to the right and we do a right hand move, that's what's going to put it into place down here. All right, let's do this one. So this one is in place, but it's in the wrong orientation. So we're going to go right up, top to the right, right down, top to the left. One more time, we'll put it into place. Okay, next, same thing here. This guy is in place. I'm going to do a left hand move. And then once more, this should left up, top to the left, left down. We've just solved the first layer of our Rubik's Cube. All right, we're going to use a combination of the left hand and right hand moves that we've just learned to get these guys in place. So there's only 4 pieces right here that need to go in their places because we've already got this guy that's going to be on the right side, or on the correct side rather, for all these sides. All right, so let's look for a piece that needs to go there. Maybe this one. This is the blue and orange piece. So let's slide it over here so that it's lined up here, and it actually needs to go to the left and down. So if it needs to go into the left, here's what we remember. If it needs to go left, then we turn it right. Then we do a left-hand move over here. And then we turn this like this, and we do a right-hand move. See how this is lined up to go back into place here? We do the right-hand move, and looky here. We got that piece in place. Same thing if we have, for instance, this piece. This is red-green, so it needs to go to the right. So now I'm going to turn it to the left because it needs to go to the right. And then I'm going to do a right-hand move first. Almost messed it up. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to do a left-hand move, and check it out. We got it into place. Now, if you have a circumstance where, like right here, this guy needs to come out of here, well, you just do that sequence of moves either left-right or right-left, and it'll pop it out. So there's a right-hand move, there's a left-hand move, and now it's popped out. So I'm going to slide this over here. This is the green-orange piece. It's going to go right, so I'm going to turn it to the left. Right-hand move, left-hand move. I'm doing it a little faster because I've explained it several times now. And here is the next piece that needs to go, oh, where is it? Right here. Red-blue needs to go to the left, so I'm going to turn it to the right, do a left-hand move, and do a right-hand move. And that's how smooth you're going to be able to do those right and left-hand moves once you learn that little rotation. Okay, now we need to do the cross on the top. So this is the yellow cross. The first key is to get it so that we've got a horizontal line of yellow right here. So we already have that. If we didn't have that, I'm going to show you what to do. So bear with me. I'm just going to mess this up as though we didn't have that, okay? Do you agree that we're in the same position, but now we don't have anything done correctly up here? Here's what you do first. I'm going to rotate a side to the right. I don't have anything going on here, so it doesn't matter what side. Rotate that to the right and do a right-hand move. Okay, and when we rotate this back up to the left, now we've changed the orientation of stuff up here. Once you have something going on up here, you want to make it so that there is a L shape in the top left-hand corner. Just because I'm doing this with this orientation where I'm rotating this to the right, we want to make it so that there is an L shaped right here, and then do that again, okay? And when we do it again, we should now have that horizontal yellow line. Now let's see if we have anything lined up. So we've got the red lined up, and that's it. Let's see if anything else lines up more than that. If I rotate it, and it doesn't look like it. So let's leave it like this. I'm going to do that sequence one more time now that I've got the horizontal or yellow line. And now check this out. We have a cross. If you rotate it, you can see what matches up. So right now, I only have the blue. Let me rotate this so I've got the red, only have the red. Does anything give me, okay, look, this is what we wanted. We have two sides that match up. So I'm going to put those sides on the right and on the back. And then we're going to do this sequence of moves. We're going to go right up, top to the left, right down, top to the left again, right up, and then 2 times to the right and right down. Now, if we rotate the top, check that out. Boom, we have the yellow cross on top. Now we need to solve for these corners. First thing you do is you check if there's any corner that's in the correct spot, even if the orientation is wrong, and we don't have anything. So we can start this anywhere. So the first move is to go top to the right, or the left rather, this up, top back over, the left side up, top over this way again, right down, top back this way, and left down. And that has changed the orientation of these corner pieces. And we're going to check and see if anything's in the correct spot. And we do have one. If we didn't have one, we'd just do that very same move again from the same orientation. But we've got the yellow, the green, and the red side. It's jumbled up here. So in order to get the rest of these in place, we're going to do that sequence again, keeping this correct piece in the right front of our Rubik's Cube. So it's right here in front of us. So we're going to go top left, right up, top right, left up, top left, right down, top right, left down. All right, let's examine. That's in the right place. That's in the right place. That's in the right place. They're all in the right place, but they're in the wrong orientation. So when this happens, now we flip it back upside down, so these are on the bottom, and pick your poison. Left-hand move or right-hand move. I'm going to do the right-hand move right here until this piece is correct. Okay? That piece is now correct. Don't worry about everything else being screwed up. It looks like you have failed. Turn this over to the left. It's important. Turn it that way if you're doing the right-hand move, and vice versa if you chose left-hand move. Now, do a right-hand move until this piece is solved. 2 more, and that'll have it. See, that's going to go on the bottom now. And now we've solved this piece. Turn this over for this piece and do the same thing. Right-hand move until this is solved. 1 more ought to do it. That's solved. And now, even though it looks like you should be despairing, you are almost completed with the Rubik's Cube. Just like that. How about it, folks? You too can be, or at least appear, a genius. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, if this is your first time ever solving a Rubik's Cube like it was with mine when I learned this with my son actually it's been a couple years ago now. I'm just finally getting around to making a video about it. Give me that old thumbs up and like, subscribe to the channel if you like cool things like this, and I'll see you on the next one.